Howdy y'all, and welcome back to another Longhorn tactical video. Today we're going to be taking a quick look here at the PL Turbo from Olight. Similar to Olight's other mounts, this light is going to have a pretty versatile rail attachment system. However, what sets this light apart is going to be its output at 800 lumens and its super far throw at 563 yards. So please make sure to subscribe to this channel and give this video a big thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get into this light. Included with your purchase of the PL Turbo is of course going to be the PL Turbo itself, along with two pre-installed Olight 1600 mAh CR123A lithium-ion non-rechargeable batteries. Also included is going to be the 1913 Picatinny rail tooth, which I already have installed here, and a Glock tooth. Also included is going to be two Allen wrenches, one for tightening down the rail tooth and the other one for tightening down the mount itself. And then as for the general overview of this light, up here you have this tooth bezel and this long throw reflector, with the whole thing powering this is going to be the high performance LED. And then looking here at the rail attachment system, you have these three dots indicating the three distances that this little tooth can travel, and you can do that by pressing this out and then choosing the right distance for your mount. And then moving back to the end of the light, you have these two ambidextrous switches which control the light. And then you also have this black metal lever, which allows you to get to the battery compartment. And now onto my personal thoughts about this light, and no shocker here, I think Olight made another pretty solid mounted light. I think that this light is going to be ideal for storing at home in a safe place already mounted on your firearm as a home defense weapon. This light is on the heavier and the larger side for mounted lights, so it's definitely not good for carrying every day. And another thing with the CR123A batteries, they're not rechargeable, and so you're only going to get around 2 hours of runtime, so using this for constant use is probably not going to be ideal. However, an upside to these batteries are going to be the fact that they can last up to 5 to 10 years on a shelf life, and this light does not have much parasitic drain. So I think that it's perfect for just sitting in your gun safe, and whenever you take out your gun to clean it, you can also check on the batteries of this as well. And in general, I find it a little annoying that these batteries aren't going to be rechargeable. However, replacements are pretty cheap. And as for you airsofters out there, don't worry, I have not forgotten about you. This is a BB gun after all. However, I would say that this light might not be for you, but let me explain. The total runtime on this light is going to be around 2 hours, which depending on how much you play for how long of a session, might be a little bit too short for you if you're constantly having to have this on. And while I definitely would play with this light in a dark open map like maybe a warehouse, I would first A, make sure that I have rechargeable CR123A batteries, so that way I can switch it between rounds or just when I get home. And then B, make sure that this light is alright with the group I'm playing with or with the rule set, because 800 lumens with high candela can be blinding, and this light also has a strobe which could be bad for other players. And I'll get more into this with the UI, but the only real gripe I have with this light outside of the batteries is going to be the fact that you can't go from your strobe to your turbo. However, aside from that, all I see is upsides for this light, as the side switches are going to be big and textured, meaning that it's really easy to activate this light without having to think too much, and it's really easy to get to in stressful situations. Also, because the candela and the lumens are so high on this, not only are you going to be blinding somebody whenever you point this light at them, but you'll also be obscuring yourself, meaning that it's really easy to protect yourself from anyone coming at you. So to begin operation of this light, first you have to attach it onto your firearm. So make sure that you have the right tooth and the right distance on this rail attachment system, and then you can take your Allen wrench and attach it like this. And then once you have this light tightened onto your firearm, it's not going anywhere. One of the things I really like about this light is it's drop resistant up to 1 meter, and the screw-on system makes it to where it's super durable, to where you can have a lot of kickback and this light isn't going anywhere. And now with this light mounted to your firearm, you are ready for operation. To turn the light on, all you have to do is hit this side switch here, and it's ambidextrous, so it works for either side. This light also has momentary on and off, so if you were to hold the side switch for more than half a second, it will stay on for as long as you're applying pressure, and then as soon as you release, the light will turn back off. However, if you were to just click the side switch, then it will turn on and stay on until you click it again. And aside from the constant on, this light also has a strobe, and to activate that, you hit both of the side switches at once, and so you can take your second hand and click them both together. However, if you're two-handing the pistol, you can also grab both of your fingers like this and activate it that way. And then like I said in my gripes, unfortunately you can go from your constant on to strobe, however you can't go from your strobe to constant on. And so if I were to turn the light on and then press both of them at once, you can go to your strobe. However, if I were to press both of them again, it just turns the light off. If I were to turn the strobe back on and just hit the side switch, it will turn off. So while it is unfortunate on this light you can't go from your strobe back to your constant on, the UI is pretty traditional and straightforward, so it's definitely not a deal breaker for me at least. This light only has one output mode, and that's going to be turbo, with it starting at 800 lumens for 4 minutes, and then it will step down to 400 lumens for 116 minutes. With this light on its highest intensity, it's going to have 563 yards of throw with a peak beam intensity of 66,300 candela. Well guys, that's going to wrap up this video on the PL Turbo, another really solid mounted light from Olight. I really hope that y'all enjoyed watching. Please make sure and like and subscribe as it really helps out the channel here. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.